Yo, what is good, everyone? Welcome to week 20 of LKO. This is Granblue Fantasy Versus. We're going back to the skies. What's up, good Skyfarers? I am Dynamite, coming to you on the mic with none other than the Baron of Bars himself, Saint Cola. How are you doing today, brother?
I gotta say it, every single time when you bring me in like that, I feel good. And I feel good to be back on the mic with you, my brother, and watch this great local Midwest, I'm sorry, Mid-Best action.
There we go.
People, we are out here for another LK week, and I'm excited to watch some Granblue action.
Absolutely. Midwest has been making some waves in this game, and I have been able to talk to a few people, and I know that they've been grinding it out, and it don't stop. The improvements are there. We're gonna have some great Granblue action coming up to watch, and you know what? It's always nice to be able to see that the Midwest area has Granblue supported in multiple events, right? It's not just this one, but Granblue is being played out here, and you can definitely see the results because these players come back to face off against one another time and time again, and there's always improvements, such as Marvin Pie. He just took second in a different tournament right before starting this one, and I remember when Marvin Pie was starting out. So I love to see it. You love to see when your region is serious about the game, ready to grind, and putting in the results.
And we just saw also yesterday there was a 5v5, and it was like Super Saiyan Kid. He was running up on running up his team against Zen Mars, and watching Zen Mars, their team did win, but watching Zen Mars win with a bunch of low tier heroes shows the work ethic that the Midwest has. They've got these low tier characters that they're using, the Soras, a few others that are kind of like low-aim, stuff like that. T-Bola was in that group as well, showing that obviously those characters are lower on the scale of power, but they're still powerful if you put the time and effort into it. You can make it work, you can make it happen. And we're willing to have these exhibitions come out, these team tournaments, things like that on an almost daily basis to really grind out the game and keep strong. And I think that's just gonna be great going into Arc Revo that's coming up in a couple months. And again, shout out to Low Kick as well for putting on, we're getting selected to be put on something for the Midwest, so that's gonna be an amazing time. You guys have been really wrapping things, and it's going to be great to see that moving forward.
Yeah, we it was a great moment. Obviously as one of the people most involved with Low Kick and TO and event organizer and all of that, it's wonderful to see the grind pay off from an organizational standpoint. But honestly, like, to be 110%, we would not be here if people like you, people like Chris Chaos, people like Marvin Pie, all the people who come in, who was here before the pandemic started, to help us with local events, to help us, with setups, to just show up and say, what, we like what you guys are doing, we're going to support your events. We've had a lot of people who are advising us and, just giving us a chance that we may not have had without them. So thank you to the players, thank you to the commentators like yourself, everyone who's helped us out along the way, because without that, we wouldn't. That's why we call it a community, right? We all rise up together. So I'm going to be excited about it.
FGC for a reason, man, and we're about to see some matches. Marvin Pie up on the deck, just as you said before, now going up against Midwest Movement's Seth Series, and Seth kind of got pieced up yesterday. Didn't do maybe the best that he wanted to do in the team tournament. But I definitely seeing the adjustments and him growing as a player has been a great watch. But this is a matchup that he just routinely hates. He has that performative kind of hate. Like, he's like, man, Barry up on the screen, I can't even play.
When is sweep not the right answer? When is that crouching unique not the right answer? A lot of people have been asking that question. And most fairy players are like, it's always the right answer, So there are some frustrations with this character that you have to do. Speaking of sweep, there it is, right into the hula hoop. And you know what? If you play with your heart, you can go far. But sometimes when people know what they're doing, especially on fairy, it can blow up in your face, right? And it's just one of those characters where if you don't take advantage of every opportunity you get, you're gonna get smoked.
Yeah, she's a character where, she's very strong. You see them popping the custom combo, going for the chip. You have to know how to deal the damage with that. Obviously, she's super strong. Some would say top 1. Nice check on the incoming, but if you know how to put these elements together, you see Marvin Pie already had the meter built, ready to go, had full health too, probably could have got 2 bars in one go. You gotta know how to deal with those things. Marvin Pie definitely grabbed up this character, found the strengths. You gotta get to that point, right? You can't just pick up Fairy and say, I'm strong with this character, I'm top 1 with this character. You gotta put in the work. Marvin Pie definitely one of those people, but set series, now it's just yet. That's a character that he's running right now that if they put the hands on you, they put you to the mix, and it might be over.
Yeah, you got to be careful here. Going for the instant overhead, but not enough to actually get the combo cross-up body splash block, but not the load. The legs being blessed into the scoop, and the setup now for Seth Series in the corner. Check in. Marvin Pie just going to up back.
You saw he tried to go for another one. Unfortunately, the fadeaway, the jump back. And then, listen, on a diet right now, Marvin says, listen, I just want the 1, not the 2, all right? I'm on a diet. Marvin Pie gets someone on the board, looking really smooth, and just staying away from Seth Series, forcing them to have to come to them, have to come over to Marvin Pie. Oh, you're approaching me? Kind of thing. Oh, the smooth through. Dude, are you kidding me? The spacing that he has is immaculate.
The spacing is ridiculous right now, and it's going to lead to Seth Series in the second corner. GG, hold down my neutral real quick. Off the wall, here we go. EX move for that hard knockdown setup again to GG. Nice. The Diva special just going to Abari out with that big old sweep there. With crab, nothing doing in the jump back and another install. Coach, got to face it down.
This is difficult right here. Can't get hit, and he does. Unfortunately, Seth Series before maybe Marvin Pie would have been open to some of those lariats and things like that, but not anymore. Not leaving themselves open too much. You don't really see many pathways for Seth Series to approach, and it's just complete total lockdown. You hear the bars coming through the closing. It's Akon out here. I'm locked out. I'm locked up. Don't let me out. Marvin Pie won't let him out.
The R&B, we're locked in. Gonna let it burn a little bit afterwards, perhaps, and GG on the ground. I feel you.
That gets the GG out. And that's the thing, you gotta play around that. If you're Seth Series, you have to play around that. That's difficult. Does find the EX Lariat. Gets on in, gets the auto combo EX. What's after this? Just gets another one. The Marvin Pie willing to take some of that damage. Good EXCP, the bust out, and the range between them. The space. It's not you, it's me. And the pickup Marvin Pie with a quick 4 rounds. Not allowing anything to happen. Man, that is just an unfortunate thing that you have to deal with, right? Like, there are just some days where those bad matchups are they're even worse, all right?
A minor technical difficulty. Oh, there he's back. Okay, here we go.
No, it's always. Am I good? Am I good?
Still sounds like you're in the background.
It still sounds like you're in the bathroom. Yeah.
Well, maybe I am. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, man, that's the COVID commentary right there, dog.
Right?
That's how we do it out here.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna work it. Fortunately, you know what I'm saying? It's no stranger to danger out here. Sometimes it be like that. I'm gonna see if I can set some stuff up.
1 second. How are we doing now?
That's better. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's better? We're good?
We're perfect now. Dan, you sound immaculate. Just as usual.
I appreciate it. But I always can rely on the good brother Cola holding it down. But we saw there Marvin Pie taking it 2-0. And like you said, that matchup ain't easy, right? Like if anybody's played that matchup, and if anybody's played against Fairy in general, you know it's tough. But so Ladiva versus Fairy is one of those things where you honestly, you know, it's weird because you gotta be able to get that momentum, but at the same time, Fairy has so many momentum cutters, right? She can just stop it immediately with a lot of options. And speaking of Fairy, we're gonna have another one coming up, Zach in a box, mid-best movement versus the master of mayhem himself, Chris Chaos, rocking the Matera. We've seen these two go at it before. And this is a different matchup, right? Because we know that Fairy is able to negate projectiles with her hit grab, but Matera, one of the few characters that can actually stand in a distance that's, as long as it's not EX, they're actually safe from the hit grab stuffing out the projectile. So let's see how Chris Chaos plays this. Is he going to try to stay far away, or is he going to try to get in, get some assaults or something like that going?
Every time I see Chris Chaos kind of work, what I see is like him finding, he finds a rhythm, right? He waits until the beats get hot. He knows how the song flows. He's like, okay, listen, I can feel it. I can feel the rhythm. We're gonna see a little bit of a different matchup because this is Jita, but it's still gonna be Chris Chaos, you know, like waiting for that moment, that pinpoint accuracy where he's like, I'm gonna go with the aggression. First, it's kind of the pacing, kind of a pace, you know, just pace soft beat, and then it just builds up. It just builds up to the climax. Let's see if Chris Chaos can get that stuff going. But this is going to be pretty difficult. Jita, very strong character. A lot of people, you know, would say, like, why would I play this character when, you know, you got Grand? But she can play the mid-range game a lot better than that, right? Her record pressure is really good, too.
Yeah, the record pressure is really good. Run up throw here, corner situation, and we know, you know, Matera in the corner, not exactly the best character with the bust outs. Got hit here, counter hit. Full conversion here for Zach in the Box. Going to go for the Oki. Chris Chaos manages to get out. You know, Matera, if she's able to escape that corner, it's always a win for the Matera player because she does not have those reversals unless she has Skybound on or Super Sky.
Correct. Gotta hold all that. Gotta hold that DP too. Zach with the bust out. Here we go, Chris Chaos. Just trying to fade away.
Skeleton. There it is. Look at that record right there. EX called him. Where you going? I wasn't done yet. It was still my turn.
It ain't over. You should have killed me when you had the chance. Zach in the Box gonna take the first one. Chris Chaos gonna up the tempo a little bit, round start. But you know, Zach in the Box, this character, a little bit better about, you know, getting that game plan going, the aggression going, and he's running with it. DP misses though. Chris Chaos wants it back to the middle, you know, middle of the screen here. Just nice. The assault.
Call him looking. Here comes Zach in the Box with Chris Chaos. Call him reaching. Going to be able to push Zach in the Box back to mid-screen, setting up the butterflies just in case Zach wants to come in, smooth through the fireball. Chris Chaos going to be able to keep that pressure up. Side switch. Chris Chaos is all good with that. Need that room to breathe to let the marrows fly.
You got to be able to have the space to play with and also have the space to just kind of assault back if you need to. You got to be careful of the record pressure because this character doesn't really have the corner push that maybe you know, Grand does in the same way, but those records they'll put you there. One-way ticket. But here's a jump in. We're going to go right to Skybound Art for the down.
Cash out immediately. Saw it was on sale. Saw it on the counter. I got to have it.
Dan, he wasn't even going in there for it. Like, he didn't go to the store for that, but he'll know he's going to leave the store with it. He saw the sale, you got to buy it.
Absolutely. Nice standing dodge there from Chris Chaos. Going to get the hard knockdown, the jump in, into the throw. I like that option. Didn't go with the string there. Going to get some corner pressure, but Zach in the Box trying to fight his way out. Got stuffed by the arrow. A nice 5M right there. Clonked him right on the dome, and the dome gets blessed again. It's not even Sunday, and we're going to mass in the morning and the evening. You know what that's all about, Cola.
Oh yeah, I definitely do. I definitely know that this is probably going to be the down. Chris Chaos with the finish right here for the first part. Where's Quarters taking it? But it was a close game though.
It was a close game. It definitely was a close game. And you know what? This is the tempo that you see Chris Chaos play at a lot, where he does, like you said, gets that slow start, feel out the opponent, and then boom, immediately shift into offense. And it's worked out so well for him. One of the things that I find fascinating about Matera players is if you look at the really skilled ones, they all play a little different, right? They all have their own rhythms and styles. So let's see if Zach in the Box can adapt to Chris Chaos.
I'd like to see it. I'm trying to see a little bit more Granblue action here. Chris Chaos moving through, able to get the auto combo with EX, gets a hard knockdown, and that's good. Again, we're talking about the pacing, and that's constant about Chris Chaos and how he wants to play too. He molds himself around that pace where he can just kind of just turn up the volume. But the thing is, how is Zach going to stem it? You see him get the counter hit right there that probably was trying to be an anti-air, but here's finally a DP, a bust out. But we're going to have to see more. We need to see a lot more. Zach with the corner carry. The EX backs off this time, trying to switch up the record pressure, but it doesn't matter. Chris Chaos with the juggles, the left it. He gets the down, baby, the down. Chris Chaos, match point.
Match point for Chris Chaos. A beautiful anti-air into the skip to Malu with the finish. And you know what? Zach and is going to have to make some adjustments here real fast. Standing dodge right there, but you know what? Chris Chaos is good with it. Definitely not good with that counter hit, though. It's still Zach's turn. Heavy. Uh-oh.
Looking dire right here, great. Able to attack, but gets hit with the DP. The pressure of the EX. Yo, Zach with the low, but yo, Chris Chaos is holding that block button for dear life. Does get hit with the DP. Tried to go for the throw. The tech, they said, just take the throw, because now you gotta eat this deadly raid anime style. You see the blue hair on the deck? You know you gotta see the whole cutscene now, and there's the down.
Manual input into the down, the deadliest of Braves, going to put Zach in the Box on a game point desperately needed right now to continue on winner's side.
go through with it. You don't want to let Zach Navas get the momentum. Also, another player that kind of relies a little bit on momentum as well, but in a different way. I feel like that he goes like, it's like for him, it's like from 1 to 10. Like he goes right to the aggression.
Yep.
And it's part of maybe playing a little bit of that fairy play too, where you just get the setups and you feel that momentum. You stick with it. You start to apply that with Vegeta, and now it's starting to work out. It's kind of new on that, but listen. It's looking great, but that DP, didn't get punished for it. Chris Chaos on the other side, backing off. Great with punish.
The dance back. There we go, throwing out some projectiles. Life lead is about even, but Chris Chaos has all the room on the screen, and you know what? You can standing dodge and all that, but as long as Chris Chaos has the low arrow to shoot and to cancel into his normal arrow, he's good to go. He's happy with that range. Smooth through on the EX Fireball here. Zach and the is going to try to DP, but nothing doing it. Slowly but surely, that life bar chipping away.
And this is where Chris Chaos is comfortable. He's having a picnic. Slow eating them sandwich dogs, and the full jump in. There it is again. Skybound art for the finish. The hot kicks. And I'm telling you, dude, Chris Chaos, when he feels those moments, he finds them and it lands. It feels like it's almost every single time he plays. I watch this dude play. You said it before, the master of chaos, man. Chris Chaos, he finds the chaos and he goes in. He said, "This is where I live. This is how I win.
This is what I need to do." And you saw there at that end sequence, Chris Chaos throwing out projectiles. Zach, blocking and standing dodging, trying not to take chip right there. And the moment that Chris Chaos knew, like, okay, he's going to expect another follow-up on this projectile, he's already in the air, right? Already capitalizing on the attempt to dodge something that was not there. And that's why they call him Master of Mayhem. And he's going to be moving on the winner side. Zach in the box still has the loser side run to go.
That's right.
But I wonder, in that matchup, Zach did go with the Vegeta there instead of Fairy. I wonder if that was just what he was feeling. One of the great things about local tournaments, especially ones that happen every week, is that you get to try stuff out, right? Like if you want to just work on your character, you want to see what's what, go ahead and do it. I don't know if Zach in the Box has even been playing Fairy that often. I know he really enjoys Vegeta, so it's just one of those choices. But whatever it might be, he's got the loser side to see what he wants to do with it. Maybe he runs fairies through the losers to get back to the run back. We'll never know.
It's a dungeon though, dog. It's a dungeon, and you don't want to be down there, man. The lights are off. There's wet stains on the floor. You don't know what's going on. You got to make your way up to the top for the grands on the loser side. Going to be difficult, but the great thing about this, as you said before, this is a great place to try out new things, test things. We have the weeklies for a reason, so you guys can come through, get the practice, and make sure you guys, while you are here, are spreading the good news about this Granblue action that we got. I want people to know what's gonna happen. When Arc Revo comes around, and the Midwest is just stomping all over people, rubbing their shoes off, like on people's faces, like they're mats. All right, I want them to have a preview of that. All right, I don't want to hear excuses. Who is this person? Who is this player? Who is this Midwestern player? I've never heard of it. You don't have an excuse, because right now you're seeing this action right in front of your face. You're seeing the evolution of their play. You're seeing the evolution of the different characters, their styles, things like that. There should be no excuse.
Yeah, I mean, look, Midwest is out here, right? There's plenty of footage to see what the deal is with these Midwest players. And like you said, I cannot wait for Arc Revo, because I want to see the homies come up. I want to see those tournament arcs from the shonen animes, where the whole crew makes it through to round after round, and you're like, damn, I didn't think it'd be like this. I thought somebody would get eliminated by now. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them go far, because they've definitely put in the work.
Exactly. Hey man, you gotta work your way up. Through the filler. You gotta work your way up through But this is a good filler. This is the kind of filler that you want to watch. This is the kind of filler that you're like, okay, I'll tune in, because the quality is almost as good, if not just as good, as a normal tournament. And we've seen these players, come through other tournaments. Kilo up on the deck. This player come through for the Waifu Dome and stuff like that. Marvin Pye and other players, they come through Ronin Rumbles, Levitation, different tournaments, and they get the experience to practice. So they're all over the place. So the quality of play that you see here is going to be similar across the board when you see it in other places. So, and I'm excited, because you guys out there, when you're playing Granblue or whatever fighting game, you got to get ready for the invasion. When the borders open up again and COVID is finally no more, I'm going back to offline play, people. And I don't want to catch you guys lacking out here. You got no excuse. And when we got to fight people from other countries, other scenes and things like that, I don't want to see you guys lacking.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be, you know, on the up and up. And I honestly, like I said, when it comes to Granblue, you know, I've seen Midwest put in that work, and I am confident because, like you said, it's not just the Midwest tournaments too. You see them in LBC, you know, you see them in Levitation, you see them in the Ronin Rumbles. So I really am proud of all that the Midwest has done so far, and that they continue to do. You know, it's exciting to see. Kilo waiting on the Marvin Pie, it looks like, for his next opponent, but you know, if we think about it, you know, Arc Revo is going to be one of the big events for Granblue, one of the first official big events for Granblue in the US for sure, right? You know, Japan has had a couple of tournaments on the side here and there, sponsored by Rage and Arxis and Side Games themselves, but for the US, this will be, you know, this is going to be one of the big ones, right? So like, it's definitely, I feel, put more of a fire everywhere across the board for the US when it comes to Granblue, and that's good to see. Shout outs to SQ. You know, she runs the weeklies, you know, the meetups every I think it's Tuesday and Thursday for PC and PS4 or something like that, and you know, that's good to see, because you know, there's like 100 people who show up. So if you want to play Granblue, like you said, there's no excuse. There's events. Yeah. There are events and there are meetups, you know.
I mean, the great thing is also is like, everyone that's in those groups, when they do the meetups and things like that, you know, they're all practicing, they're all super strong. Like, I came through and I was fighting random people, and dog, I got my ass beat. All right, I was beat so bad, I felt like I didn't know what I was doing in the game. I was like, I'm whacking out here, like, because you know, I'm sitting, you know, us commentators, we're sitting here studying the game, watching the footage, and you know, to try to get the actual game time going a little difficult. But I was like, damn, people really coming out here for this game and getting powered up. People that I've, you know, was able to go maybe toe to toe with before, I was just getting stomped on. So you know, instead of, you know, think about, if you're playing Granblue, you should be thinking about like, what's the best way to utilize your time. It's not, you know, spending time hitting up people in the Discord so you can, you know, boost each other up and ranked and do all that toxicity stuff. It's better to come to these events, the tournaments and things like that, and really get the work in. I'm telling you, like, the best way to really play, especially a game like this right now, is to, you know, come on these events, come through the you know, the tournaments that we have on the weekly basis. Obviously, come through here if you're in the Midwestern area. Make sure you check the Smash.gg to make sure you're in the applicable areas, and get that work in where you can get a tournament, talk to people right after, and really, you know, ruminate on what's going on with your play. Don't be fighting, you know, Johnny McGee, who's just gonna pull the plug when he loses
one and dones. The one, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna even wait for the last hit. I'm gonna pull the plug.
Man, I'll tell you one thing: the toxicity I have faced, you know, in ranked, is ridiculous. But you know, I go in the lobbies and I'm like, I'm sitting here apologizing. I'm like, listen, I'm sorry you had to waste your time fighting me. I'm trash. And then they're like, no, you could have just fixed these few things. You're fine. They don't even know who I am. They're just like, you're fine. You just gotta fix these. Let's run some more. And I'll just run the match. I'm like, I'm so sorry you're wasting your time with this other player. They're like, no, this is great. This is great. And you know what else is great? Marvin Pie finally up on the sticks, put the quarter up, and now is going against Kilo, winner semis.
Yo, Kilo and Marvin Pie. Kilo rocking the captain himself, Gran, versus the Fairy. You know, the notorious matchup. The captain stepping off of the deck saying, yo, let me get in there. Let me see what it do. And Marvin Pie, we saw them up first against F-Series. So this is going to be another case of the Fairy trying to do Fairy things, keep Kilo at those ranges where Gran really can't oppress. You know, that 2M is wicked. Let's not make any let's not hash it any differently. Gran's 2M is a beastly move, but Fairy got some moves of her own. Speaking of which, there's the hit grab right there. GG gonna hold down the neutral as usual.
That's how it happens. That's how it be. That's how this character is. You be careful with the fireballs. If they catch you, you'll Marvin Pie with Fairy can catch you out of those, but the blue is the problem of this match. It is the tail of the tapes, because once Grant gets in, he runs his game plan. He's willing to take a lot of damage because he knows that if he gets you in the corner, he can make that up and more. Plus tags, plus hits.
Speaking of which, gonna throw a little bit of extra on there on the tip. The unique off the wall, you better believe it, didn't even need the super, just the EXDP fighting goal. What was it? Boy, hold on, let me not get started.
Yeah.
The
TVC, I see you. I see you, dog.
Yo.
Let's go. My man was draped in the gold, draped in the EX. You know, you see that a lot from this character. A lot of the EX moves in this character are really good. Obviously, EX moves in this game are pretty good across the board, but Grand's really great EX move for the massive corner push. EX fireball for the buzz frames. Nice DP. Raw didn't even need to cook that one.
The punish.
The bait, the punish. Hits the wall, back hits the wall. Like smashing out.
The 2, yo, when you're the captain, everything works out for you. The 2H from behind the back into the Tempest Blade, you're done. You're done.
That's it. That's it. Roll the credits right there, says Kilo. He takes the first one with the super strong. We talked about this before. Grand, super strong. All you need to do is find a way in. He gets in once and he runs his game plan. And Marvin Pie's game plan has to be, how can I keep this character out continuously? Base out the DP, that's one way. Put the space between after the EX, or actually put out the GG. Now look at this, you have all this room to play with, you have to keep him out.
Definitely have to keep him out. The boot there, of course, Kilo, the wild boy of the Midwest, going to go ahead and do it whenever he feels like it. He's not going to be deterred. Standing dodge on the unique sweep. Nice knockdown there. The 2U dodge from Marvin Pie, but now in this corner situation, and you knew what it was. He strapped on the boots all the way from the other side of the screen and just launched. We're ready to Houston. We're ready for liftoff.
Dog, I saw him tie his shoelaces. That's how you know it's serious for a Grand player. When they tie their shoelaces, you know the boot's coming. You know something bad is coming, and it's the boot. Again, boot this time, but DP for the ender right there, Kilo, with a dash up throw. Rubbing the shoes off before he gets in that house, and here's the constant pressure we're talking about from Grand. He charges up the nuke. You see a lot of Grand players not use that as much. That's a mark of a good one right there. Kilo at the top of his game.
Oh, tried to sweep GG. I don't know what. Maybe he thought a run-up was coming from Marvin Pie, but here's the throw right here. Gonna get some pressure off the 5M into another throw situation. Marvin Pie gotta survive this corner. Pressure gets clipped, and you already know, off the wall into the gold finish. Looking buttery is Kilo. Immediate disconnect.
We out. We're out. We're gone. Marvin Pie, as soon as he got hit with the first hit of that EXDP right there, he's like, nah, I'm good. I know what's gonna happen next.
But you don't gotta push me off the gangplank. I'll watch off. I'll step off the ship myself. I'm right here. My stop's right here.
They don't even put out the board. You just jump right off the side. You're like, I'm good, dog. Don't even waste the effort on me. But listen, that was looked like almost a little effort from Kilo, but just that's a textbook way of how you play that matchup. You get in, you find your moment with the boot, and then you run your game plan. And they have to. The onus is on them to get you off. The onus is on them to do the reversal options, reversal mashes, DPs, things like that. And obviously, one mistake could cost you so much of your health. You know, Marvin Pie tomorrow gonna wake up at 4 a.m. just waiting to watch the updates on what's coming for Granblue Fantasy to see if Grand is gonna get hit or they're gonna give him more buffs.
I need the nerf. I need the nerf for Grand. That's what Marvin Pie might be saying. However, you know what? Like you said, it may look easy, right? But Marvin Pie's no slouch. So, like, you know, Kilo doing all the right things might make it look easy, but you know, Fairy ain't exactly the easiest character to go up against. So shout outs to Kilo. Marvin Pie still has the loser side to run through as well. But Kilo's gonna be moving on when we get this next match set up. It's gonna be Rogue versus Chris Chaos.
That's correct. And yo, people, as you know, we kind of joked about it. We kind of put that in the joke, but you know, tomorrow morning, 4 a.m. You know, most of us will probably be asleep, but you know, if you're up around that time, there's going to be some Granblue news, so make sure you guys are looking out for that. Hopefully, you know, my thing is, like, I don't want them to change so much about the game, because my fear is we've been online so long. I feel like our perception of many things is so warped that I'm afraid that they're gonna, you know, do the wrong thing or change the wrong things, or your stuff like that. You're right. You know, there's certain things in this game where they may be a little bit stronger. I feel like, you know, Lone Wayne and stuff like that, the antics to Lone Wayne and a few other characters are a little bit less reactable online. So you gotta be careful about tinkering and stuff. So I'm very curious what they're gonna do. Hopefully they add some new characters. We're gonna be adding some new matches up here for this winter semis. Rogue versus Chris Chaos. Back up on the deck. We are winner's side. So we're gonna determine who's gonna be moving on to closer and closer, dog. You know, who's moving on to that Grands on the winner's side here, closer and closer towards that goal.
Absolutely. It's going to be, whoever wins this is going to go up against Kilo for winners finals. We're going to see a little bit of that action. That's when you get the 3 out of 5 territory. You got a little bit more room to breathe. As we know, Granblue, one of those games where you can get blown up extra quick, right? So that 3 out of 5 is definitely a nice place to be, because first to 3, you might be out of there. You might be out of there real quick before you even get a chance to play.
That's right. And that's the thing, is like, some characters I feel like they do shine in first to 2s, because like maybe Soares and stuff like that might catch you off guard, but you run that first to 3 and you start figuring things out a little bit faster. You have more time to play, more time to breathe, so you have to change up your tactics a little bit, per when you're fighting. Right now we're in the first to 2, so either person has to make this a quick one. This adjustment's going to come quick, and Chris Chaos with just the quickness right here, smoothing on through Rogue. Doesn't get the full pickup, but does get the jump in and goes right in the skybound art. We talked about that before. Build the bar up, and at the end, use it. And if that's the case of someone who's putting on the aggression and knows how to play their character, they get that bar up real quick. Even if they got that high health, that means they're doing work.
Absolutely, and Rogue gonna have to go ahead and really put down some of those long-range normals to try to catch Chris Chaos throwing something out that's not real. But if you got to get in that range first, and Chris Chaos doing a great job of just keeping Rogue out of the range where Catalina wants to be. Speaking of wanting to be, there's the corner pressure. Chris Chaos is gonna have to be a defensive master. No, I've lied. He has to mash out immediately. Butterfly conversion, you better believe it, into the hardest of knockdowns.
Letting this rip right now, getting the health lead. Chris Chaos willing to spin that bar, and that's good for Matera, because you don't have much. They don't have much to play with, right? They got to hold all this, but right now you hold this throw. Rogue can definitely turn this around with a few good conversions in the super skybound art. You do not let that come back through. Don't let it come back through. She wants to talk to the manager, and you let her talk to the manager. You saw her coming up the line. You thought it was going to be a quick one. She had the receipt in her head. You thought it was going to be quick. It's not. She wanted to go on a rant. Rogue gonna take that round.
Yo, Rogue actually being able to come back from a massive life deficit. The power of Catalina in the corner is unprecedented when it comes to her being able to convert. You got your characters like Grand, you got your characters like Jita, but Catalina can do it too. She says, I'm in there as well. But Chris Chaos now putting on the heat, EXDP necessary to escape. Rogue trying to switch the sides up here, but Chris Chaos still on the offense. However, large life lead once again. Chris Chaos gonna have to hold on to it. Wants to play the keep away game, but here comes Rogue.
The other side, auto combo into the skybound art, and we'll just mash that out. And that's the thing, right? Get yourself, in a maybe not even like a lead, but at least close to their health. Like at least get close to what they have, and this will definitely help out and make up a little bit of that deficit. We're actually kind of even. Rogue actually in a lead here. Just gotta finish things off. Waiting for those bars to come back through to finish things off. Chris Chaos was trying to, but baits out the XTP. The finish. Yo, I got one of my own with the skybound art. Chris Chaos.
Chris Chaos smelled the DP. He looked at his watch. He heard the oven go off and was like, it's ready. It's ready. I'm here. Put on the mitts, make sure you don't get burned, and just pure tastefulness for Chris Chaos. One game up against Rogue, but it was a close one.
Right. That was one of those you can go to TL and say, it was a close one. We're not done just yet. Rogue can definitely bring things back. I feel like just maybe being less panicky in the neutral, it would benefit Rogue a little bit, especially against someone like Chris Chaos, who's willing to understand what you want to do on defense. Good XCP, that one doesn't work out there. Rogue pushing to the corner, but Chris with his defensive mash, the auto combo, and the assault, the movement. Now you have to deal with this. We haven't seen that much in this match, but now Chris Chaos going to introduce a new element, the movement and the butterfly effect landing.
Oh boy. I can't believe it. You know what? Sometimes it just be like that. Like we said before, Chris Chaos able to turn up the heat at the drop of a hat. And you know what? Rogue, I like the fact that Rogue was still doing EXDPs, because to get off me. Exactly. There it is again.
Yeah, right there,
it shows that they're not deterred. But Chris Chaos has been so good at, like you said, just switching up that rhythm. Nice block on the overhead, but got caught pressing a button. And here we go. The hard knockdown.
About to finish him off. Yep, Skyhunt art for the finish. All right, Rogue answering back, and that time, Rogue understanding, Chris's defensive options. You see how Chris, sometimes get a little mashy, try to get out of that situation immediately, but Rogue able to build up the bar, able to get the job done, and even up on rounds, but you got to do more here, right? Because Chris Chaos on match point, Rogue got to put one up on the board to put themselves even against Chris Chaos in full. Anti for the max distance. Shooters on the shooters on the ground actually.
Yo,
shooters in the bushes, dog.
Actually, yo, they were hidden, laying underneath the tiles of the arena, waiting to pop out, and Chris Chaos was like, "It's time, hit him up."
You can definitely do this. You know, the bar ain't built just yet, but you never count Catalina out, but you might have to fight back real hard here. I don't think this is going to kill the match.
That's not going to be enough. Yeah, there's a little bit of scaling, but not much left. You can't even block for that long because your health bar ain't looking good. EX Fireball going to convert, but what's it going to be? Thrust? No.
Nothing is what's going to be. The EX Fireball is what's going to do it. Chris Chaos. And that's the thing. You look at how Chris Chaos plays. He's like, listen, I know, you know when he's comfortable, and he's just having a blast. He's having fun. There may have been a mistake where obviously Rogue was able to swing that back, in a previous round, but that doesn't happen too often. Chris Chaos knows that some days it ain't like it just you're not on point, but other days, the other 6 days out of the week, you are on point, and you are going to get able to play that game when they have the low health. And it's going to be Chris Chaos moving on to winners finals.
Yo, Chris Chaos, he was definitely feeling good there, and especially after losing that one round where he had it was like an 80% life lead. Now, the damage is, kind of ridiculous sometimes in this game, I'm not gonna lie, but the fact that you still, lost that can sometimes shake you, but Chris Chaos locking it in and able to advance forward on Rogue. Now, Rogue's gonna drop down to face Seth series on loser's side, but it will be Chris Chaos and Kilo in winners finals. So things are boiling down to the finishing point, but we've actually seen some really good Granblue, and like you said, this is the stuff that's gonna matter. This is the foundation when it comes to building up that base when you want to participate in something like Arc Revo, because you're gonna have people who don't sign up for any tournaments roll up, who just been playing online, just online Mash and Warriors. You don't know what the tech is, you don't know what they got. They're going to be signing up for stuff like Arc Revo because it's Arc Revo. So you want to be ready, right? And that's why the importance of this type of environment where it is a tournament, it is bracket, but you get to grind it out and you get to hit people up afterwards like, yo, what happened there? What can I do better?
That's right. No reason to be called out here lacking. And one of those players is actually Kizzy K. And also I would think, beautiful dude out there as well. People who they don't enter mini tournaments. They don't really like the tournament play that's online, but when Arc Revo comes around, it's a different story. That hunger, the drive going to come back through, and they've been playing in the lounges, and you can see how strong they are, and you really don't want to be caught out here lacking, right?
Definitely do not.
Also, don't be lacking on one of the Matcherino codes. ! Matcherino in the chat. Run them codes. Show some love. Show some support for this great Granblue action and the other games that are happening too. The low kick weeklies that come through, always providing an online arena for people to play. Make sure you guys are running a follow button. Hit that follow button for Seth. Make sure you guys are coming through, even if he's not, running the great tournaments, TOing and putting on a beautiful stream for you guys. Make sure you guys are hitting the follow button and just watching everything else. He was trying to play Fall Guys with you, Dan, before. It didn't really work out because obviously the servers. But don't miss that. Don't miss the fun, man. Don't miss the fun. Switch up things. It's not always about fighting games. It's some other things. We got the fun crew. It's always good to hit them up. Hit up the other LK people too as well. And always make sure to come back here on Fridays. Like, we always got something for you, and we always got something great. And if you guys are willing to show that support, we're gonna show the support on the mics too. We're gonna keep it hot and heavy for you. Hot and actually ready. We're gonna keep it hot and ready.
Hot and ready. And for the free $99, you're going to get to enjoy some wonderful Granblue, some wonderful games on Fridays. Going to have the good commentary and just be able to chill. Life is hard enough as it is. Shout outs to T-Bowler. I see you out here dropping the subs. We love you and appreciate it out here for the main man, Seth. We're going to get right back into it, though. This is winners finals, 3 out of 5 territory. Kilo, the captain, stepping back out onto the main deck saying, I got to handle this myself. So let me do it versus Chris Chaos. We saw him up earlier on the Matera, and this is going to be a matchup. These two people play each other a lot, so there ain't no secrets here. This is all going to be about, do you know the other player? Do you know what's going on in my mind?
That's the good thing. Is like, you get the good thing about watching these local tournaments. Besides watching, Grand work his match at the corner pressure, the corner damage too, is that you get to see the extra layer between the players, right? You get to see them play each other, and like they develop strategies against each other, individualistic, and man, there's the down. Kilo off to a great start, not only letting the rhythm for Chris Chaos to get things building, not letting him like tap his feet. He shut the music off just right off the bat. He put the off button right as soon as the round started. That's how Grand's got to play them.
Absolutely. Caught him in an unblockable situation, and Chris Chaos fully converting off of it. The DP, I'm already gone. Don't even worry about it. Standing dodge on the unique, but there's the DP again from Kilo. One of those players that's not afraid to let the uppercuts fly free. It's a nice move through with the fireball, chasing down the butterfly. Another DP. Kilo immediately saying, step back, sir. A DP again. He is not stopping. The overhead registers open. Tempest Blade, here we come into the Oki.
So we finish it off for that cha-ching, but yo, Chris Chaos, just answer back with the heavy, go right to the Skybound Heart, and this is the thing, get the health again to a point where you can at least be somewhat equal, and you run your game plan full screen. But this is Grand though. Yo, he's going right up with the wake up swings. My man woke up and said, I'm cleaning the forest today. I am cleaning the forest today. I see the dirt on the ground. I'm gonna roll in it, and I'm gonna sweep it up.
Yo,
Kilo.
You woke up out of bed, you heard the gospel music playing, you knew what it was. You knew it was going to be sweeping all day. We're cleaning the whole house.
They don't know about that. When you wake up, you smell the cleaning products. You hear the gospel music in the background. You know what it is?
You know what it is.
Kilo cleaning up right here. All round start again, and you get the health lead. It's so hard for Matera to bring that back. She's not really to me, she's not really a big comeback character. You know, in terms of like, other characters. There's a down already. We saw the sequence before. Damn, we saw this movie already. Man, I want to see something different. Show me the sequel at least, or show me something different. Show me, switch the channel from horror to, I don't know, action picture or comedy. I want to laugh. I don't want to cry because Kilo's going in. But now, DP, never mind. As soon as I was saying things, Chris Chaos is like, listen, I'm going to try to apply that pressure, but Kilo just stops him. Stops him right in front of his face.
Yo, the regular jump, one of the most powerful moves in any anime game. Kilo working it to perfection right here, smooth through the boot, and just looking at the stare down. You like, I dare you to press a button. That boot was all but safe. And you know what, Chris Chaos smoothing on through, getting the anti-air. Here come the hop skip to my loot. What's it going to be? No hard knockdown, counter hitting. Chris Chaos immediately away. Doesn't want to get clipped by Grand, and I can't blame him. Likely in his favor, the standing dodge for Kilo, the jump over, and here we go, back to neutral.
Back to basic, back to reality, but you gotta keep the spacing. You see the constant movement now, the adjustments from Chris Chaos to try to stay away from this character. His fireball smooth through. Good stuff here. The jump heavy. This could all turn around. Trying to get the dash up overhead. There's the down. Chris Chaos mashing. As soon as he saw the stars, he said, no, let me show you them stripes.
You know what? Sometimes you gotta do it. And Chris Chaos was like, I'm good. Don't even worry about it. I'm still in it. And Kilo looking to close it out, for this game, go up 2-0, but Chris Chaos not making it easy at all. There's the blocks there from Kilo. Going to throw out that bless button to 2M. Going to try to get some conversions there. The anti-air snipe. EX fireball, dodge from Chris Chaos. Here comes Kilo, trying to press Chris Chaos into that corner. There's the DP, and immediately you got to hold that pressure. Late tech, it's Kilo's turn. Double 2M, just a little bit off the top, says Chris Chaos, but no, Kilo's like, we're taking the whole head.
Taking the cake whether there's a lot or little. I'm telling you, Kilo is going in right now. Gets the throw, needs one more hit to do it. One more for the finish. Chris Chaos can't do much. He gets it for the H fireball and the far heavy. Already up another one. And Chris Chaos, you see the signs of life, but Kilo's just pulling the plug. What can he do?
It's rough, man. When Grand has you in that corner, you're below deck, you're shackled up to the wall, he's interrogating you, trying to find out where the next island is, and you don't want to give up the info. That's all right. You'll be here a while. I got time.
You gotta find a key and exit. You gotta find one of the guards that are sleeping if you're Chris Chaos, because right now, Kilo, one away. And just going to grand finals on winner's side. You don't want to give him that heat. You don't want to give him that ability to be on that winner's side. Only have to play one set to win. No matter who you are, no matter who has to face him. But right now, Kilo running his game plan. A stagger step, but on the other side is Chris Chaos.
Chris Chaos going to get the side switch and the knockdown here. Butterfly set up. Wow, Kilo tried to come out with the sweep again, but this time the butterfly was meaty enough. However, it's still Kilo's turn. Run up throw, caught him lift. Caught him reaching with the skybound art. The shoes were out there. Chris Chaos like, not today.
Nah, we don't run them Timbs in this house, dog. That might work in New York, but we in Chicago. Says Chris Chaos, but the super not gonna reach. Smooth through, but punish the down. Kilo on the desperation door for that one. Didn't work out.
didn't work out. Had a little bit of, I mean, he's up 2-0, has a little room to gamble, but like I said before, you don't want to give Chris Chaos that breathe, that momentum. Punish on the slide here, and here we go, back in the brig. It's the captain, gets the biggest of hits here off the wall. I'm gonna need at least 50%.
Dog, my man is strung up right here. You see the chains up? Oh no, he's about to lock that door, not come down for 5 days. No food, water, no nothing here. Kilo with the constant pressure. Yo, 2L, 2L, but Chris able to get out of this position, but he's got so much more to do, Dan. There's so much more. He does have Super Skybound on deck. Let's see if he can make that finish. EX Spook, Kilo getting a little too antsy and try to finish things off, but it may be working out. This is a lot of pressure. Smash is out. The Skybound, I got 1-2, but Kilo's the victor of this.
My goodness, Kilo bringing it back to the Ronin Rumble rivals when he Tempest bladed on a Skybound Argent. It happened again. Tempest blade straight on through. Chris Chaos staring at that well, that dungeon, like you said, the door slamming down in the shark pit below. Kilo trying to make it into grand finals without dropping it.
He's getting close to doing it. Yo, Chris Chaos got to turn up the heat. Nice anti-air. He's gonna use that for spacing with the East Fireball. You dash through. And this is the thing, you gotta really watch the bars on Kilo's side, because that's gonna determine what he's gonna be going for, right? And that's even more important when you gotta fight someone like Grand. And Chris Chaos has proven that he can do this before. He's proven that he can come back from death's door. Like, and you know, you got some more games to play if you don't get hit. But the only person that's getting hit is Kilo. Chris Chaos looking for that final finish. He's able to do it. Could this be the return, Dan? Could this be the swing around that everyone was looking for? More games, more strategy, more Granblue action.
More Granblue. That's what we all want to see. Chris Chaos putting himself on the board. This might be the light at the end of the dark tunnel that is Grand Pressure. Nice move through, kind of slap him up a little bit. Said, young man, let me show you something. Block on the DP. Chris Chaos had a sip of coffee and is feeling a little different right now, Cola.
It's hitting different, dog. Yo, but Kilo, though, at the same time, said DP, built different. Had the 2 scoops, he woke up, it's Fireball for the knockdown, gets a corner push here where Graham wants to play the chase down. And yo, Kilo just understands, like, when you want to leave the corner, he's got something waiting, prepared, and ready for you. Gets it unique! The Fireball, the EX, the down, are you kidding me? The damage!
Oh, my goodness. Kilo letting it rip, and the unique going ahead and taking the captain all the way to tournament point. Here we go. Boot, not going to reach. Chris Chaos going to be able to stick out a normal there. Butterfly, caught him in an unblockable situation. I like it. Hard knockdown. What's the setup going to be? Chris Chaos going for that heavy there. The slide, we're already in. Shades of Bison, Duff in the dome.
Dog, I love how Chris Chaos is kind of introducing just a little bit more wild, tendencies. You'll try to put the mental stack on Kilo, kind of overload him and make him make the mistakes. He's spooked though. This could turn. You did all that work. You did the extra credit, the homework. Let's see if this all works out. Because listen, there's a down. Chris Chaos staying alive. It all worked out. The extra credit was worth it, man. It was worth it. That bumped that shit up from a D all the way to an A-.
Yo, we definitely going up several grades here. Chris Chaos trying to turn it into a 6th gear, but Kilo still on that tournament point, and it only takes a little bit for the captain to get working. Late tech there, Kilo pressing forward, not afraid to boot at all. The bravery on this young man.
Oh my God, the smooth through this again. Just understanding how the other person plays. Good DP though. Like they're on that level where they just understand how each other. It's more than just the characters. It's how the other person's going to respond to different actions. How they're going to respond to different, defensive tactics, offensive. How they're going to rotate all their options, things like that. He'll just trying to dash in to get a little too aggressive because he knows if he gets in there, it's over. Chris Chaos trying to piece him up from a distance. That was a counter hit there.
Oh no!
Trying to do it again. It ain't nice
Chris,
twice, baby.
Definitely is not Chris Chaos surviving here. He holding on, finishing it in golden style. It's going to be all 2 games apiece, and we're going to the game 5, the rubber match. Chris Chaos like, yo, you're not going to just move through on me. I know you're the captain, but you're going to have to make it happen, and if you want to get to grand finals.
That's right. Kilo gets the DP right there, even though he blocked that section off. Chris Chaos trying to come for the aggression. Kilo, and this is the problem right here, because Kilo has put a pace in a certain way. Can Chris Chaos kind of match it when it slows down a little bit? The DP though, never mind. Kilo, I'm just throwing the reversal. That's just the Kilo way, man. That's just the Kilo way. 2L, 2L, dash up, throw. Chris Chaos willing to not tech because you know what's gonna happen if you tech.
Standing medium, the double version. Grand, that's not even real anymore, and he's still doing it. That's how much respect Chris Chaos has for Kilo's Grand. Doesn't want to get that counter hit in the corner. Here comes the Tempest Blade. Raw. Yeah, Chris Chaos like, no, you're going to have to cook that beef before you bring it here, homie. But the EX Fireball going to get the knockdown, and here comes Kilo, the heavy.
thought the jump H was gonna reach and hard enough that it would land a full combo. Kilo with the EX, trying to get something going. Either person's game here. DP Kilo gets the down off the 2M again. That button, I'm telling you, people, like the standing two, or the standing in was the strong button before. Now it's the 2M. That's the bust button right now. It kills Blessed to be again on match point, but we've seen this movie before. This could be way different. Chris Chaos swinging things around. He could make it happen.
Oh no, not enough for now. Doesn't have super. Chris Chaos fortunate, gonna have one life to live. It's a soap opera. Where's the drama? I'm here for it. Chris Chaos trying to survive on a little bit of life here. Kilo got him in the corner with the EX fireball. Moving on to grand finals. The captain weathering the storm and guiding himself into safe waters for now.
Kilo, man, is just ridiculous. Like, I can sit here and talk mess about grand players and things like that, but the way that Kilo plays is just, it's like he's playing the game and the other person has to respond to how he plays. They have to acclimate to what he does. They have to be in the tempo and the rhythm, because he's gonna run his game plan no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's not working at that time period or whatever in the first round or a couple rounds, whatever. He is so committed to his game plan, committed to almost a wild style. I don't mean that in a bad way, in a wild style of kind of playing that where it's hard to kind of train him. So he has kind of done it in such a way where you don't know what he's gonna do next. He could be taking damage. It's almost an overload of a mental stack in Kilo, able to move on to grand finals. He's gonna be waiting on the winner's side, waiting for whoever is gonna come up from the dungeon. And to see if the people in the dungeon can drag them down to say, listen, you need to see what's down here. You need to see you're gonna check out what the wet stain is down here. You're gonna be in the darkness with us. But Kilo looking nice though. I don't know. Kilo looking super nice.
Kilo looking mad nice right now, and he's going to be sitting in grand finals on the winner side. That's where you want to be when you sign up for bracket at the beginning. And you know what? If you like the bracket, if you like what's going on, hit up that Matcherino. Shout outs to Matcherino. Surmy, I know you're probably not watching, but much love to Surmy, because my man's put in the work. He be repping for a lot of scenes out here with Matcherino. So big shout outs to Matcherino, always coming through. And if you like what you see, go ahead and put in that code. Support the players. It's nice and wonderful to have Granblue back at Low Kick Online. I know we took a couple weeks off. There were some other events that we wanted to, make sure we support in the ways that we can, but it's so nice to have it back for LKO. So if you are enjoying the games, go ahead and throw that code in. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And if you like what you see, we will be back next week for LKO 21. Gonna be, throwing back in a little bit of that MK flavor. We let our MK streamer take the week off, but like you said, Cola, it's about trying to support the entire community in the Midwest, no matter what game you play. We ran some Uni. We had 100 people watching Uni this week, so we're trying to let everybody get a taste of everything and see what they like, because that's what it's about. We gotta help each other out, especially during these times. We gotta help each other out and show different flavors for whoever wants to play something and get some games in, because that's what it's about. It's about having fun and growing with these games.
I mean, we are stronger together when it comes to fighting games. People don't realize this. Like, I see a lot of people saying, yo, I only play Street Fighter, I only play Tekken, or your game sucks, or your game is stupid, and doing all this stuff. We are stronger together. We are a very niche scene. So if we can come together and if you watch or play or whatever, just support or whatever you can do, these other games, things like that, if you don't play them, it's only going to help your game. To be honest, like, a lot of people don't understand this. It's only going to help your game. It's only going to make your game bigger, because that's going to introduce more people in the scene. They may say, like, let's just say, Granblue, people, you introduce people to Granblue, and maybe that's not their thing. They maybe they move on to Tekken or Guilty Gear, whatever, right? But maybe their friends, maybe they're like, man, let me try some of that Granblue that you were playing. And they go to Granblue. Now you got a new Granblue person, or maybe 5 or 6 or 10 or whatever it might be. Like, and I understand netcode aside, things like that. I get it. Maybe not the best place, but at the same time, it's always good to just uplift everything. So I'm shout outs to LK to make sure everyone's getting it's getting that buffet of the fighting games. It's always good to have that buffet, dog.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And like you said, we're stronger together. So whatever game you play, you know, come rock it with us if you're in Midwest. If the net code is buttery, we run the whole NA. So, you know, whatever you like, we're probably running it at some point. Just like we're going to be running this next match loser semifinal back to 2 out of 3 territory. It's going to be Kizzer Crate taking a little break from the finalist of fantasies to bless us with some of the Lord of Flames, some of that hot fire. We call him Dylon.
And yo, listen, this character that, you know, Percy, you know, the Percy set out here with that ridiculous weapon, the Vern weapon. Of course, Kizzer would pick that. This is a character that's super strong, you know, got buffed, but I think just does well against a lot of the cast. If not, goes even with a lot of the cast. You know, very strong. Obviously, when they get the stocks going, you know, the money's flowing. All right, let's see if Kizzer can get that going against Rogue.
Believe in victory.
We want to see what Kizzer can do against Catalina. Like you said, you know, Percival, one of them characters that you know, just kind of got buffed a little bit, and then you're like, damn, my man's is looking kind of nice out here. You know, then dividends came through. He invested early. You were like, I don't know about that, dog. He's like, trust me, it's going to come through and then.
You saw the 2H, that's one of the big buffs right there. Unfortunately, with the full combo, Rogue has him in the corner, EX fireball pressure, overhead connects, no counter hit, so it's a little bit of damage for Kizzer is bleeding quite a bit. Back throw though, plus frames, tried it, failed.
Here comes Rogue, the 2M, just crouching, just reaching out. All he knows, he only needs a tap, just a dab. That's all he needs.
Just a spot, right? Just that little bit. You know that hot sauce is super hot. You seen that spot, right? Dash up.
There it is, trying to feel it out. Kizzer with the jump over. Here we go. Corner pressure, the low. EX overhead immediately. Pulling the trigger is Rogue. He like, I got the shotty on deck.
Dog, if that would have been baited by Kizzer, if he had blocked that moment, that would have been finished. But Rogue, you're willing to pull all those EXCPs. Really been big on that, you know, their entire run through the match, through this tournament. Just, you know, willing to throw out the EXCP, but that well-timed one, able to save them. Kizzer going a little bit more, but the mash here, EX with the stock up. Yes, sir. Oki, using that Oki situation for the stock up, very smart. It's going to empower this character even more, but Rogue going in. The auto combo. EX for the plus range, but backs off. You know, this is switch up the style. You got to worry about Kizzer with the EXCP pickup.
Yo, the mid-screen convergence from Kizzer throwing out the fireball. Stock's looking decent. We're gonna go ahead and guard it up for a little bit. Life is slightly on Kizzer's side. The poke, Rogue trying to find a way in. Kizzer playing at that range. There's the low. Gonna go ahead and hit the buttons. It was the EX version, so it's all good.
That's correct. Looking for that anti-air, and as Rogue, you got to figure out how you're gonna get through this. Like, there's nothing whipping from him. Just a dash up. Yo, this is dash up auto combo. That's how we're gonna get through it. That's how we're gonna get through it. The dash up auto combo caught him walking back, but maybe walking forward at the same time. Like, you might have seen him, you know, walk back and try to walk forward, try to adjust himself and get ready for something. Rogue gets on in there. 2M. Looking for an opening. Either person. Kizzer's still alive. That was overextend, but the check.
Swinging for the fences, Rogue knocking one out of the park. That's one run on the board. The home run swing from Rogue. Said, yo, you done dashed up one too many times. Might have to check you.
I don't know, Kizzer out here, you know, maybe spend a little bit too much time in the Final Fantasy realm. But he's now reborn in Granblue. Let's see, you know, how he does here. The thing is, this is loose facility, so you only got one more to play here. If you're Rogue to finish off Kizzer Crate, Quick got to win 2 here. Gets the sweep. The Oki, the dash up command grab, man. This is big damage here. EX, DP. Doesn't even need the stocks right now, so he just gets the Oki. Eats fireball, doesn't matter. Kizzer getting the confirms, but the falls out of the fireball. Doesn't land.
Nice blocks from Kizzer. Gets the low. Nothing much off of it. Rogue backing up thrust. Kizzer gonna go ahead and poke back. Nothing doing off of the medium. The clash. EX thrust. Here comes Rogue. Kizzer stuck in the corner. DP. Nothing doing. We all battered down.
Goes right for the Skybound art right here to even things out. Get the cutscene. Wasn't gonna finish either way, but Rogue getting mashing on with the super. Didn't have to do it. But super close to chip the bounce off the wall, off the backboard. He was aware. He was ready for it too. He saw that ball coming his way. He's like, I got you.
I got it. I was waiting for this. All right, here comes Kizzer on this last attempt here. It is first to 2. You know, Rogue on match point right now. Kizzer gonna have to find a little bit of momentum, a little bit more heat on top of this. But you know, Catalina throwing that ice, cooling it down, and Kizzer needs that next gear.
He's got to put in the gear. Now, you know, it's funny because I usually see, you know, the M button really come out, you know, at far range to be able to kind of deal with Catalina's buttons. But Rogue hasn't stuck out too much yet. Right there. Rogue starts to set up the buttons. Kids are trying to, respond in kind. Now, finally working out here. Man, did I call it or what? Using that M button, far range to poke away, against Cat's buttons. And now you put him in the corner. But what's the game plan here? The finish. We are looking for it. We are hunting for it. So is Kizzer right here. So gets a reset off the light. The jump out though. Damn, this could all go on Rogue's side real quick. You see that bar up the top?
Definitely. That's unsafe. Kizzer with the punish, the conversion, and here comes the Gatos.
Dog, heat in out here. Kizzer fighting back.
All right. Kizzer putting himself, getting that round up there, staying alive. The walk up DP, the confidence.
Yeah, we call that the Super Saiyan Kid.
Yo.
But I'll tell you one thing: when Super Saiyan Kid does it, it hits 95% of the time. Didn't hit anything there, but Kizzer, did do the EX version, able to keep that stock up real quick. I like the spot dodge right after. Would have got hit with a thrust. Would have spot dodged that. You usually see that happen. They'll switch up their options off the heavy, and then again the M button from the farthest distance.
Ooh, I like that. Just to walk back into the confirm. Kizzer feeling it. He's starting to feel it. Oh, but here we go. We already know what this is. You're in the corner.
Rotating the M and the L button. Max range. The dash up from Rogue. We saw this happen before. The dash up. Got the auto combo this time. Didn't get too much damage. Didn't go for the Skybound Arts. Wait for the finish. And this is a quick one. This could be a quick one. I'm sorry. Rogue, finds a momentum. This could be it.
Oh, no. Oh, this could be it. Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap.
Yo, this is like Harlem Globetrotter stuff. Off the wall, off the backboard, sinks it into right in the rim. Dog, that's a finish. Rogue taking it 2-0. Sending Kizzer back to the retirement home that is Final Fantasy.
Man, those were some intense ones, but like you said before, once Catalina has you in that corner, she's already putting the receipt on the counter. It's rough, man. She's gonna ask for that manager, and you got to be prepared. You got to watch it. And that thrust, that's the conversion right there. That thrust sends you right through the back door, straight into the manager's office. You smoked.
And dog, it's not even the right receipt. You trying to bring that? It's a Best Buy. This is a Target receipt, ma'am. It's a Target receipt. But she's still coming through with it. That's the thing about Cat. It don't matter. She don't matter. It doesn't care what store that she's at. No, she's got you cornered. She's got you behind the counter. She gonna double all that damage. It's a done deal.
It's a done deal. Rogue gonna be moving on for that young run back. Chris Chaos versus Rogue for losers finals. See who gets to dance with the captain himself, Kilo. This is gonna be a 3 out of 5 version though, so it's a little bit more opportunity for Rogue. He lost 0-2 to Chris Chaos on the winner semis, so you got a little bit more opportunity to feel things out. The run back always hit a little different too. You've been thinking about it, and we'll see what Rogue has in store for the Master of Mayhem.
That's true. Let's see what's going to happen here. This is losers finals, people, to determine who's going to hit that Grands area. It's going to be a 1st to 3. We're going to have some games to play. First Chaos, Rogue, up on the deck. Rogue had just been a person who I feel like it's just like less risky defensive tactics, such as the DPs and things like that, solidifying the game plan. Saw it happen against Kizzer. I'm seeing the solidity happen against Kizzer. Can he keep it up against Chris Chaos?
That's the thing, right? Like you win loser semis, you go in with momentum, and you want to keep that going. However, doing that against someone that you lost to in the run back is always something that's a little different, right? Because it's that I don't want to get nobody want to get double jumped. Double jumping is one of the worst feelings in the world. So, will that momentum work out for Rogue? Let's find out. Chris Chaos getting poked up a little bit, nothing too damaging as far as getting put in the corner, but he's backing up now, trying to find some room. The DP whiffs, and we're gonna go float right on over that.
Okay, blocks the jump in, gets a throw. And that's a good one. That's a back though right there. The positioning, Rogue just aware. And that's a really good sign right there. EX Fireball doesn't get the confirm. That's a bad sign, bro. Gotta keep those locked and loaded on the deck. Gotta make sure everything is tight, because you're fighting someone like Chris Chaos that's going to weasel their way through everything with the assaults, with the movement, the smoothment. And listen, look at where we're at right now. I didn't even notice that he was on the other side. Already got my man, so Weasley got through. And now he's got all this room to play with.
Now Nice block on the EX Fireball. Clashed once with the regular Fireball, but the jump in from Rogue and the conversion, the immediate cash out for it down. And it's looking a little different. It's looking a little different now. Rogue had some time to adjust, had some time to warm up, maybe thought about it a little bit. Going to force Chris Chaos to approach him differently than they did on the winner's side.
It's true. I mean, the adjustments. If you're Chris Chaos, maybe you didn't think this was going to happen. You probably didn't think this was going to be, where you were going to be at, but you have to adjust. Rogue, however, was like, I'm ready for anybody and everybody that comes through on this losers bracket, including the rematch. Probably had this in the back of their mind, like if this happens again, here's my adjustment. And we're seeing him right now. Rogue, though, getting pieced up, but this might not matter. Cat gets in the corner, and it's over, man. No control off the 2M. When you get low health like that, those 2Ms, they got to count for something more than just pokes.
Yeah, definitely an opportunity to cash out here, but Chris Cass with the assault in, just chopping away at the tree, going, you know what, I'm not going to get the big knockdown, the big combo conversion, but I'm just going to hack away. Eventually it's going to fall over. Eventually I'm going to be able to say timber. Just like Rogue is going to be able to slide in here, push Chris Cass to the corner, trying to fight back. Not trying to fall over just yet.
Yeah, you see Rogue out here, instead of using an axe, or using a chainsaw. That's the thing, Cat puts you in the corner. We talked about it before. See the damage right here, EXCP. For the finish. Once a hard knockdown, this character get a little bit of the tools back. His fireball back to mid-screen. The throw. It's a little bit
like that
more.
throw. Pushing Chris Chaos towards the corner with it. Just a little bit more. Rogue knows that. Look, I got the life lead. I'm going to protect it. I'm going to, put the seat belt on it. Make sure the car seat's fastened in nicely. Drive the speed limit. We're going to make it home.
Maybe even go 5 miles. 5 miles over the limit right there. Just make sure everything's super safe and calm. You don't care if anybody's honking. See the pacing here. Just nice and safe with it. Grandma driving out here.
We just gotta get home safe. That's all that matters, is you're able to walk in the front door. Rogue trying to go ahead and put himself up one game in this losers finals, knowing this is the last run. That's the finish there off the blocked assault.
I love the adjustments from Rogue. We were talking about how the defense, was a little bit lacking in terms of defensive options, their choices, maybe not the best. A lot of bust outs and things like that. Rogue's willing to block a lot of things out. Willing to keep super calm and not focus on the typical game plan of waiting till you get to the corner and cashing out. Actually spending a lot of bar to put the mid screen and then letting that bar build back up and then, just chipping away. Putting Chris's own game plan against him.
You know what? That's definitely it, right? Rogue is definitely playing a lot slower than he had in winner's side. Chris Chaos is, kind of spacing it out, but Rogue, oh, there it is. We're starting to see shades of what didn't work out so well for Rogue. Chris Chaos taking full advantage here, and I can't blame him. The mix right there, nice block from Rogue, deciding to go ahead and stand and block that overhead. Didn't fear the low, and it worked out for him.
Does get thrown though here. Rogue, not on the offense. The assault. No chase on at 2H, is too far outside the distance to do anything. Chris Chaos now playing with the distance again, running that calm game. This is working out, but Rogue, not this just yet. This character's still very damaging. Got to find those moments. So there's the down. Ooh. Not gonna happen this time. Not this episode. Next one, next round.
There we go. Here comes Chris Chaos trying to push Rogue in that corner. Does get it. The heavy, nice blocks there from Rogue. Got clipped low, but nothing big. Oh, I like that jump back. Anti-air. Knew he was going to try to escape. Said, no, not today. But there's the bust out.
On the other side, hard knockdown. The butterfly right there, too. So you see the fear that was put in the eyes. It wasn't even there. It was already gone. But the fear was able to open him up. Not enough to finish, but this is a bad situation right here. Zoning game super heavy for this character. Rogue has to go in. You see him having to go in because you don't want to be put in a chip, no dip situation. But it's looking longer and longer right here. And there's the finish, the counter hit. Chris Chaos willing to go for the auto combo with the mash because you know what's for dinner? A W.
Definitely big W there. Going to even things up. One game apiece for both of these players. Chris Chaos making those adjustments, like you said. And this is where, this is where we are in the bracket, right? This is about those micro adjustments. It's about changing up the rhythm. Okay, this game I did this. What am I going to do for game 2? What am I going to do for game 3? What am I going to do for game 4? What am I going to do for game 5? It's all about shifting back and forth. What are you putting on the table and what are you taking off of it? And right now, it's all even because both these players have been making those changes back and forth.
Takes out the EXCP, the punish off the heavy. Needs fireball, hard knockdown.
Ooh, I like that
thrust.
There's the throw right there. Rogue gonna run up, but the counter throw off of the whiff, the back throw too. Chris Chaos with the presence of mind to get that corner space, but another EX Fireball. Rogue has been using those to go through the projectiles of Chris Chaos and got a knockdown and the round off of that momentum. What a decision and follow-up series from Rogue.
When you look at fighting games, especially games like, Granblue Fantasy, you really look at like their moments that shook the entire pace of the match. And that was one of them. Using X Fireball, definitely a part of Rogue's game plan in trying to turn the narrative of the entire round. You see that again, allowing them to get in, allowing that hesitation from Chris. You can't throw out the fireball, it's eliminated. If you get hit with it, you get knocked down. Rogue just comes on in, doesn't have to deal with the obstacle course. Temple will do him on easy mode, but man, the bail and DP, the punish. Chris Chaos is going to turn everything around from this moment. He can do a lot more.
With throw, crouch, and medium didn't come through, and Chris Cass gets to keep his turn. Rogue, another EX Fireball. This time, Chris Cass doesn't get clipped, but he does get duffed. The domes are being blessed. Here we go. Back to the corner we go. Nice standing block. Another with throw from Chris Chaos. Might have thought something was coming, tried to tech. He's going to float himself out of there, though. Dodge on the EX Fireball. He has a little bit more room to throw in projectiles now.
That's correct. EX is interrupted right there. You saw the first card come out. Does get a jump in, though. Rogue needs to finish things off, but it's not going to happen.
He didn't have the thrust on deck. The skill was down, and he couldn't do the off-the-wall conversion, and Chris Chaos fights his way out of a dangerous situation. It's battle 3, 1 game apiece. This is pivotal.
This is the point where, you get to determine what happens, and the stress that's on the other person, right? Because if you go up to 2, you're looking great. If you are down that, things are looking dire for you. You really got to make those adjustments even quicker. You got to think, the pit stains are going to get even bigger and bigger. Right now, it looks like Rogue is the one needing to change the shirts. It's going to be Chris Chaos up to 2.
Chaos hitting him with the Taichi tech. I know Chris Chaos has been labbing that since he saw it months ago, and it is paying off big time there. And now, like you said, 2 games to 1. This is where he wanted to be. Rogue taking a little time. I like this. Taking just a little time, saying, you know what, I got some time to think. I got some time to confirm and to rematch. Let me slow things down. Let me get my mindset. Let me get my heart rate back in order, cool down for a second, and then we can go back in.
That's correct. Chris Chaos, though, just super analytical about his play. And, about the minute things about the matchup, but also just how to deal with the person. Just find those adjustments and willing to go down a round or a match and say, it's cool. Next one, next game, next round. Let's go. There's Chaos, the lands to jump in. Yeah. And now he's got the space to play with. So the butterfly and the aggression that we're seeing. It's the tempo, the upbeat stuff. But on the other side is Rogue. The corner push gets the XDP. Hard knockdown. The shimmy, big bite though. You should have bit a little bit harder.
Definitely not the big bite. The slide there, trade on the EX Fireball. Thrust is canceled out with a projectile. Chris Chaos sitting pretty, but Rogue happy to just chill, wait for those skills to come back online. They're so important, but he waited a little bit too long. Chris Chaos said, let me see those shoes. They got a spot on them. Let me help you out.
Dog, let me scuff up them Paylesses because we are now on match point. Chris Chaos looking super dominant too. On the other side, and Rogue, you see the drops, right? Or maybe the less confirms off the 2M. If you're Rogue, you have to understand that you have to start confirming things a little bit harder. The 2M, obviously, is a lot harder than people might think. But you have to start making the percentage a little bit higher. X Fireball not working out. Chris Chaos adapting. Dope does get the thrust. They're going to push late tech, going to make him eat a little bit of damage in the throw. Gets a full one off of that. And now this is looking really good for Rogue. He turned everything around the turn of fortune right here.
But no EX Fireball means Chris Chaos gets to fire freely. It's just come online now. Let's see how he deals with it. The smooth through again, but he gets caught hitting the butterfly. Immediate cash out from Rogue. Not going to be enough to kill, but he has that corner pressure. Thrust is online. Chris Chaos going to have to decide, does he bust out? Does he risk it all for the win, or does he just try to defend? Here we go. What's it going to be? Air Fireball!
Chris Chaos! He pulled the low, using the EX up air. I love that decision. Rotating the defensive options, rotating his offensive options, making sure that he was 3 steps, he wasn't even steps. All right, he was flights ahead of Rogue. And takes it.
My man was on the next plane. He said, you know what? My plane left at 6 a.m. I caught the red eye. I'm already there. Don't worry about it. And you know what? It worked out. Hadn't used that option the whole set. Didn't even use that option in winter semifinal. He reached in the back pocket and was like, okay, it's time. I'm gonna use the move that I sealed away. I promised I wouldn't use it until Grand Finals, but you forced me to use it here.
Man, that's the thing. Like, you know, you use that now, and against a character that like Gran, like, who will definitely go for those 2 L's, right? We'll definitely go for the dash up 2 L's. Like, even maybe more so than Cat. Like, you put that option on the table. I hope you've got more, because people, this is Grand Finals. Chris Chaos in the loser side has to reset the bracket to drag Kilo down the dungeon, who is in winner's side. Low kick, Granblue weekly action. I'm with my homie Dynamite Dan on the mic. We are here at Grand Finals. We've made our way, the finale of this tournament. It's going to be Kilo winner's side, Chris Chaos loser's side. People, let's get it.
Yo, let's see it. These have been some great matches of Granblue action, and this is the run back. We just had a run back, now we get a run back on top of that. So this is going to be something that I wanted to see coming into it. The match to get here for winners final was on point. So you know these Grand Finals are going to be hitting. And here we go. Like you said, it's going to be Chris Chaos on the Matera, Kilo on the Captain, Grand. They're going to let the intros not rock. We're going to get straight into it.
Dang, they want to get right back in the rematch, right back to the action, put the quarter up, let's go. Kilo, already bleeding, but you know, again, Kilo willing to say, listen, I'll take the damage, I'll take those hits, because if I hit you, it's going to hurt even harder. Chris Chaos starting around off real great with the assault, backs off, away from that sweep.
Ooh, recovered in time, man. The blessed DP. Recovered in time to stand and dodge the projectile. Here comes Kilo, late tech. You know what that means, 2M. Yeah, Chris Chaos held it down and got the conversion, but Kilo, again, letting her rip. Beyblade version. Where you going? The 2M, it hits all angles. 360 addition, and Kilo's going to keep that corner pressure going.
Again, the EX up arrow, I love that option. So avoid some of the moves, but you gotta be careful. If you whip, you're gonna get hit. But here we go. Speaking of whip, Chris Chaos, it will swoop through, but didn't get a full conversion. Anti-air on the deck.
Yes.
Chris Chaos saves it for the right moment and gets it down. First round goes to him.
Yo, hitting him with some of that somersault justice, looking like Charlie from Alpha out here.
Dog, yo, the references. Yo, Dynamite, I see you. I see you. See if we can see some more Granblue action out here. If Kilo's gonna go down and get the reset bracket already. Chris Chaos looking super strong. The fireball game looking great, and you see them mixing up a lot more fireballs with the assaults and things like that. Keeping the pressure on himself, just going for a full-on fireball gameplay. My man's getting hit full-on in on the chin.
Oh man, the stick and move from Kilo. The Tempest Blade block. Chris Chaos had a little bit, but the double 2L off of the clash. The captain comes out on top. It's a battle 3 to see who's going to go on the board. And you know what? I couldn't ask for any more. Nice block there from Chris Chaos getting pushed to that corner. Trying to assault in. The DP says no.
I love that option. You see DP instead of the 2H. You know, sometimes it might whip. Even though that 2H is definitely blessed. I just going for the DP when you know what the angle is going to come through on. The fireball pressure. He holds it down with the butterfly. Again, now Chris Chaos kind of introducing a different kind of rhythm, you know, off his assaults, off his movements. But Kilo just plays, you know, beat of his own drum. Yo, you wanted that? I'm gonna unload right to the super, stocks up right in front of his face, and you know you can't get hit. I just said you can't get hit. Kilo takes that round.
You can't miss with a shotgun if the barrels are pressed up against the chest. You just pulled the trigger.
But let's see, because you know it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Chris Chaos can show something more, right?
Yeah,
could be something different up on the deck.
That's what he's gonna do. I mean, we've seen it before. You know, he went down the road. You know, he went down to Kilo 2-0 and before evening it up. So this ain't over, people. We just getting started here.
Boot, just the boot. The disruptor of the neutral is the boot. They put that sucker on and they're all the way through. The blocks though, Kilo willing to just block it out, not even trying to anti-air because you know the assault, making it hard to ban the DP and get a full punch because those DPs come quickly.
Nice hop out from Chris Chaos, staying away from the danger zone in that corner. Anti-air, skip to Malu, here we go. Hard knockdown version, what's it gonna be? Butterfly setup, they went off the screen and yeah, Chris Chaos knew blocking that sweep from Grand. EX Fireball is gonna land though. What's the run up pressure looking like? Kilo trying to push Chris Chaos towards the other corner. Standing dodge, nothing doing. Kilo, the 2M off the wall. You make the call. That's round 1.
Don't let it be like this. You give Kilo that, you give him that heat, you give him that, just that matchstick, right? My man's gonna make a bonfire. You like, hey man, you wanna come over here and cook? You can, go ahead. You come back, the whole house is burnt down. That's what Kilo plays. You give him the room to work. He's gonna use it. He's gonna abuse it. You gotta get out of this corner if you're Chris Chaos. As he does so, but gets caught back against the wall. Chris Chaos again holding it down is Kilo.
Kilo definitely holding it down, making his presence known to Chris Chaos. Nice block on the boot. Gets caught with the low EX boot. Yeah, that's definitely not safe. Chris Chaos cashing out immediately, trying to get that little bit of that life lead, and most importantly, room to run up. He needed that space to throw them arrows. Nice move through on the fireball. Butterflies are going to be blocked. Kilo, the super, caught him in the air, but no, it misses.
Able to get through. Base of the XDP. What a finish.
Yo.
Didn't even wait for it to get done. And so get the down. I love the awareness from Chris Chaos and that jump, just the way it was angled. Perfect.
Hurt. What the chef's kiss? It was there.
And then you saw the figure such a lips. That's how you know it was good. Jump it again. Chris Chaos dictating the pace of this match right here. Gets the pickup, the heavy, the EX, the rain down, no umbrella. But there is an EXDP from Kilo.
That would have been the game right there if Chris Chaos had blocked. But the step back and the punish immediately caught him walking forward. Hold the heat. We are going to 1 game apiece.
And that honestly was looking like Kilo had the rhythm, had the fire, but Chris Chaos with the extinguisher looking super solid and kind of having a pacing that's almost akin to Kilo's pacing. That aggressiveness, that constant pressure that we had seen before, and the mistakes, and making Kilo make those mistakes and capitalizing, super important. But can you keep this up? Air throw, what a round start. In the positioning, into the corner, that's where you want to have this character. Good blocks, knowing that he wanted to jump out, and the boot. This is the tail of the tapes, baby, the boot.
EX Fireball knockdown, and we're here. Late tech, you know what it's going to be. A couple of lights there. Just trying to keep Chris Chaos in place. Make sure he doesn't try to jump out. The heavy, and look at the spacing from Kilo. He's spacing it perfectly. Yeah, he tried to go for a boot right there. He wanted to end it. The heavy's going to connect, and we're right back where we started. 2H trying to catch Chris Chaos up back, and not going to happen this time. Here comes Chris Chaos. Air Fireball. Kilo jumping it through, looking like it's a Mario level, trying to find his way back in.
My man said dun 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 dun. Finally does make it to the other side of the level here, but Kilo's got a lot of work to do. But you know, if he gets that knockdown, he gets that hit. If he gets that hit, it's a done deal. Kilo, he knows what to do with his character. I mean, the thing is, like, you know, people talk about how good Gran is, but his awareness, his hit confirms. That's what makes him a step above many other Grants. He knows where to capitalize on that potential, that damage. He knows where to cash out at the right moments. Other Grand players can't do it. Combined with that wild south, hard to pin down, hard to defeat, even when he's low on health like this. Chris Chaos knows this too. Here's the constant pressure. Chris Chaos feeling the heat. DP again. Kilo busting out. Gets a throw again. Damn, this is looking dire.
Oh man, you saw it. You saw the heavy, the hit. The shoulders flew back from Matera. You knew the round was over. Yeah, look, Kola, let me tell you something. You ever in a fight with somebody and you hit them and their shoulders both roll back and clap together behind them, it's over.
That's the blowback, dog. That's the blowback. And we might not even get back to a bracket reset. I'm going to tell you right now, Kilo's looking hot right now. He is on game point. Chris Chaos got to heat this up.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to heat it up. We saw Chris Chaos make the adjustment before. I like that step back into the medium there. Gets the hard knockdown, butterfly setup. The DP block was well aware that Kilo's ready to pull the trigger at any moment. He always got that blicky on him.
2L. Doesn't do anything to get out. The boot will help him though. Man, my man didn't confirm off the 2L, but that's the thing. He'll do it there. Stocking up front of the face. Constant pressure right here. Locking him down. Swooped him. He knew.
Yes.
He knew.
Yes. I like that. He said plus frames. No, we can only do subtraction here. No addition.
Dog the miss Cleo. And there's the down. Chris Chaos stays alive for another round.
I like it. Chris Chaos making the adjustments, moving through on Kilo's pressure, and that's what he's going to have to do. But the EX Fireball lands there, caught the assault, and here we go. We're back in the dungeon, in the brig. The captain's interrogating you. Will you crack under pressure? Chris Chaos able to fight his way out with that crouching medium. Again, the Bison slide. We're in, baby. Let's go.
The raw stuff right there. That's good. You got to put that, even if it's risky, you put that in your game plan. Because Kilo's been throwing the risky DPs, obviously, of his own. Interrupts the EX. Boo. Yo, just stopping all of these approaches. Now Chris Chaos going in, knowing that those cards are down. This is the time to play. This is the time to make your move. But my man's moving him to the corner. Kilo has gotten the stocks back. Blocks out the EX Fireball. I got one of my own, says Chris Chaos with the knockdown back to mid-screen. A lot better.
Definitely looking a lot better. He's checking him on the jump-ins with the anti-air projectiles a lot more, but the EX Fireball lands, and that's the terror zone. You get duffed over the head. Man, Chris Chaos lucky he came out alive there. There's the throw. Wake up super. No, the safest of jumps, and Chris Chaos has to hold it. You got to be able to survive. Here comes the pressure again. EX Fireball down. The smooth through, almost the punish. Gets clipped low, but doesn't get finished. Kilo just waiting it out. Chris Chaos turns the EX Fireball. What's it going to be?
Jump H. Kilo coming down with the jump H. From the skies? He said, remember my name. Granblue Fantasy, dog. This is match point Kilo.
Kilo trying to make it more than a fantasy, trying to make it a reality here. He's on tournament point. Nice block, though. That was unsafe. Chris Chaos with the punish. Hard knockdown from the Fireball. Here we go. Standing H there. Going to try to shoot through. But again, the EX Fireball answers from Kilo, but the smooth through. Counter hit for Chris Chaos. Here we go. What's the air reset going to look like? Kilo decides to go ahead and fall down all the way to the ground. Got hit with the medium. Another butterfly setup here. Got duffed with the multi-hit. Chris Chaos cashing out, sending it to 2 games apiece before the reset. We got a match. We got a match right now.
We in. This is what we wanted to see. More Granblue action. This is going to determine so much. It's now reset point for Chris Chaos. Kilo, just 1 game away from finishing it. It's anyone's game, but yo, you don't want to start like that. Chris Chaos gets jumped in on the unique, the charge up on the unique. Does the DP? Yo, he's going in heavy. Chris Chaos takes up the DP. See the optimal stuff.
This is definitely looking optimal right now. Where are the Autobots? Because we're rolling out. Chris Chaos trying to push Kilo to the corner. And here we go. Kilo's turn, though. A couple of mediums there. EX Fireball block. That's plus frames. Ooh, lucky didn't get clipped.
The DP. Kilo looking strong. Gets a heavy unique. Staggering the stagger step. And that's going to put Kilo again on match point. Chris Chaos, gotta do something quick. Gotta do something soon, man. You gotta pop that sucker in the microwave. Don't let it cook on the oven. Don't let it bake for, 3 hours, whatever. Put that sucker, get it heated up, get it hot and ready right now. Chris Chaos going in. He heeds our words. Going in right now, but the key just needs to get in just once to get things going.
Oh, the biggest of DPs, Kilo. That might have been an input error. He might have been looking for EX Fireball there, and I'm pretty sure he was. However, Chris Chaos taking full advantage, a perfection to say, you're going to have to earn it, young man. And here we go. Reset point versus tournament point, battle 3. What is it going to be?
Man, this could be game over right here. Sweep full screen works out. We're talking about fairy sweep, but that one's blessed too. Unique. Grab. The dash up. Kilo stacking the buttons, but where's the DP? Punish because that thing recovers super late.
All right, there's the block. Oh, the run-up sweep right underneath a heavy into a knockdown punish. Was Chaos hemmed up in the corner with no Skybound Art to save him. There it is, the forbidden technique, the air fireball, but Kilo not carrying with the DP. The staggers. Chris Chaos finally gets out. The boot was safe enough. He was able to follow up with a crouching medium. The overhead assault's going to connect. Yeah, I like this. Immediately into super Skybound Art. Going to get the full animation and the pressure. This is it, Cola. Kilo does have super. Chris Chaos has to be aware of how he's going to pressure this.
Is he going to wake up super? No, he waits. No bait, but there is the damage we were looking for. Chris Chaos opens him up like a can. You see him pop the tab. He's like, and now he's gonna open us up to the reset point.
Yo.
We are back to basics, baby. Down in the dungeon.
We thought this was World 1. This is World 8 at the end. This is the banana. It's the final boss.
Yo, the mirror world. I see you. Yo, Chris. Now getting hemmed up, like just as you've been saying, the corner push constantly over and over again, but the slide through. There comes Chris Chaos riding the ship, saying, I'm the captain. Now he gets hit with a fireball, but listen, the DP, Kilo with the reversals on the deck. I love his times for the reversals. They haven't been working out, but just what's the idea of that in his brain, and also to put that boot in this man's brain, because that was an EX and that was a down. Kilo getting the momentum back in his hands.
He wrestled the momentum back because Chris Chaos was riding high on the reset, and Kilo was like, no, not like this. Able to take that round away, and now Chris Chaos is in the corner. EX Fireball, the full conversion. You saw him swing that blade around like he was Link on the heavy and was able to get big damage off of it.
It's unique. Try to get something out. That's rare you see, Grand lose a trade, but maybe too far out for the auto combo. Doesn't matter though. Kilo still just being super aggressive, more movement based. The pickup. Chris Chaos definitely gonna take advantage of that. Jumps over the unique, jumps over the sweep.
There's the EX Fireball there, but Kilo able to hop over it. Chris Chaos just throwing out some projectiles, filling the screen with projectiles and hitboxes, making Kilo come to him and waste the health to do it right now. Oh, but the raw slide and the punish immediately from Kilo, and that was off of a medium. His name is Bahamut, and you're gonna respect.
You're gonna respect that, dog. My man's kicked it off. Yo, he took off part of his chains. He's like, let me take off some of my power here. I don't need all of it for the finish. Kilo landing that skybound art to do it, making him watch the cutscene. Can't press start to skip. You gotta watch all of it.
Gotta watch the whole thing. Yo, I saw him hit with that standing medium, that damage proration looking mad low. I was like, he's gonna hold the whole thing.
And that's when you try to take up all the groceries, put them all on your arms.
Yo,
my man couldn't take all of them up. He had to go back up around 2. That's the thing. It's like this character's damage super high, super heavy, and you don't want it to come through. But Kilo coming through anyway with that EX boot. That is just like, yo, you come through in the neutral. It's hard to stop him. You got to be predictive with it.
You definitely got to be predictive with it, and Kilo has been converting on those boots. I wish we had a counter of how many, but speaking of counters, here we go. Chris Chaos coming in with the overhead, gonna get the hard knockdown off of the super skybound art, and once again, able to set up some Oki, and it's up to Kilo what to do. He does have super, and this is a shade of the reset point here. Chris Chaos waiting it out. Kilo just blocking. No overheads just yet, just holding down back the slime. Not that big of a punish. EX Fireball plus frames, the mix on the overhead U, and here we go. Chris Chaos stuck in the corner.
Oh, he finds a hit. Was able to finish. Kilo, the person, the down throw, the counter, caught him coming in. Close the door right in front of his face.
Yo, hold that element. I'll get the next one.
Yeah. Chris Chaos said, yes, you will.
Well, sure, dude. Here we go. It's gonna be rough here because he's stuck in this corner. Full damage combo, that's 60%. Matera don't have that much health to give, and Kilo's trying to take all of it.
It's a reversal option, no skybound art to play with. There's the golden letters that you love to see for Kilo. And for Chris Chaos, you're sweating a little bit. Them pits are getting wet. Them stains are growing. You're gonna have to change that insert real soon here. Because Kilo's running the game plan, and even though Chris Chaos is getting some rounds here and there, it's just the constant pressure. You know that Kilo's going. He gets those damage, puts you against the wall. You gotta fight out. The onus is on you, and it's harder. But man, this is gonna be hard right now as he gets the auto combo. Chris gets hit with the sweep on the wake up. Kilo not afraid to do that to low profile things.
Definitely can low profile. 2 games gonna connect there. Here we go, butterfly. Arrows come, fill the screen, fireballs clash. Nice backing up though from Chris Chaos. You see, he's trying to keep that range. Yeah, so he can react to that. But he gets clipped out of the air. Doesn't matter if it ain't the boot. The captain still got something for you. And now he gets the shimmy. Yo. The young
cutscene, dog.
Shimmy.
You know when you lose your save and you gotta watch all the cutscenes again? It's the same way. Goodness. They don't got the start. You can't just hit start and skip the cutscene. No, Kilo says, watch the whole damn thing.
This ain't New Game Plus. You gotta sit through the whole thing. Oh man, what a shimmy from Kilo. Gonna put himself up 2-0 against Chris Chaos in this reset bracket. But you know what? Chris Chaos has seen this before. He's brought it back from the brink before on the winner's side in winner's final. So it ain't over just yet.
You're definitely right, but round start already against the corner, against Grand. Just not the way you want to start things off. Not the way you want to start your journey off. Jump unique, the back throw, the stagger again. He's staggering his moves this entire time. He's been starting to add it into his game plan. The pickup, Dan, that's a KO.
That is a down if I've ever seen one. Tempest Blade controlling the airways, and now tournament point once again for Kilo. Round start, high shot, EX version, but the DP immediately. Kilo playing fast, knowing that he's got plenty of games to burn. Just move through on the EX Fireball. We're in for a high octane last round, potentially, if Kilo gets this final finish. But here comes Chris Chaos, gets the corner pressure into the knockdown here, the reset for the flip out. Caught the DP's like, yo, I ain't done with this combo. You gonna hold all of them.
That's right, but the jump unique gets the confirm, the boot. Oh no, Dan, don't let it be like this. Gets out. Chris Chaos still alive. And will Assault out the way and sees that movement and the great defense and gets the down off the shooters on the roof. Dog didn't see him. It was up top the parking garage. You know it was there.
Definitely did not know it was there. Chris Cass staying alive, just needs one round at a time, but that 2H gonna clip him. Fortunately, did not get a conversion, but here comes Kilo again, pushing forward. Chris Cass back up to the corner, and this is where Kilo wants him. He wants him right here. The EX boot, nah, not this time. We're taking it to the skies, but the DP's gonna knock him right back down to the ground. Standing medium gonna convert there, not for much damage. Chris Chaos staying alive little bit by little bit.
You see it's knocked down. Chris Chaos going in right now. So this could be a turn of fortune. You overextend a little bit too much, and then one jump unique, and you're eating the corner. But right now, my man's eating a ton of damage. Kilo getting pieced up, and there's the skybound art. You can see the cutscene, not gonna kill. You're gonna put him in a great position. If you're Kilo, you got a lot to work back towards. I mean, this is a long road ahead of you. Chris Chaos looking super strong, and there's a finish made him break down.
Like that. I like that. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to run up and pressure you. I'm not going to do any butterflies. I'm going to sit here outside of EX DP range, outside of super startup range, and I'm just going to make it rain with arrows. Here we go. 1-2 in this reset bracket. I said we ain't done.
We ain't done. Yo, they wanted you to see more Granblue action. The people at home want to see more. We're seeing it right here. Chris Chaos fighting back, gets the jump in. Yo, the fade away comes back in. Wasn't done yet. Based on the DP, doesn't get the punch that you wanted, but listen, it's in the mind of Kilo. That you cannot be throwing out those reversals. But will he be stopped? Will his pressure be stemmed?
Late tech, yo, that 2H caught him behind the back. The no look into the confirm for the super. Not enough to kill, but Kilo's got the pressure. The meatiest. Ain't no Beyond Meat here. We doing it beef style.
Dog, no vegan on this menu. Kilo again on match point.
Kilo looking to finish it off. EX Fireball is a great way to start it with the knockdown, but Chris Chaos wake up lights. Kilo pressing forward, boot block, but into a DP, the Kilo special. You know he's gonna do it. You know he's gonna do it. He's never afraid.
Nah, man, not never scared. If you scared, go to church. 2H does not land. Too far outside the distance. Kilo can definitely make this real quick and easy. You know that he just needs to get you against the wall, and it's over. Nice air throw, Chris Chaos trying to even up the health. The bars all working out for both players right here. Both of them got the skybound art. 2H,
what a read.
Skybound. Tons of damage on enough for the finish, the dash up. EX pressure, getting close to a chip, no dip situation. Chris Chaos gotta be playing perfect here. Gotta be playing punctual here. Cannot mess up, cannot do anything wrong, because I'll tell you one thing, you get clipped, you're gonna get hit. And the Fireball's the finish. Kilo is your winner of this week's Granblue Action Low Kick Weekly.
Ooh, I mean,
what happened?
You know what? Kilo just took it to that final level, like you said, doing grand things, and it worked out so well for Kilo. He started to throw in a little bit of those DPs off of blocked unsafe moves. Shout outs to Chris Chaos. I mean, that was one hell of a grand finals. You know, it was incredible. I was so thoroughly entertained by that match. That was some damn good Granblue. For everybody out there that's saying this game's dead, you can hold that, because these people out here grinding for real, and they love this game, and they are playing it day in and day out. You know, this is only a piece preview. We just building up to Arc Revo, baby. It just got announced. So if you want to see some great Granblue, stick around with Low Kick. Go ahead and check us out. We're here every Friday. We're going to be running games, as many games as we can, but Granblue will definitely be heavy in the rotation. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you to the players who signed up, who said, you know what, we want to put on some great entertainment. Shout outs to Seth Mitchell, streamer, commentator extraordinaire, holding it down once again. And you know what? Big thanks to my brother on the mic, St. Cola. Thank you for joining us here, laying down some of that buttery hype, the beautiful words on the microphone. It is always a pleasure.
Dog, it's always a pleasure to be on the mic with you as well. Again, just as you said, shouts to everyone, the players, the TOs, LK, everyone watching in the chat. If you didn't enter this week, make sure you enter next time they got the Granblue action. But until next time, my name is St. Cola.
I've been Dynamite.
Have a good night.